Ayo, got the sauce now.
I can't wait till we can record this normally again.
Yeah.
Because I know this audio going to mess with me.
So how's quarantine?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
My life hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, my life ain't changed. I feel like I'm doing the same stuff. It's like literally the only thing I'm not doing is being able to eat inside of places. Other than that, same.
It's less traffic on the road, so that's one thing.
I just came back from the grocery store. That's the first time I've been out of the house in a minute. Like, then the last time I was out of the house, I went to the grocery store. So the only time I've been out was to go grocery shopping. It was so crazy, like, being outside, like, in the sun today.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, the light. And it was, like, so beautiful outside. I'm like, dang, it's a shame, like, we can't all just be out, like, enjoying it. Well, there were some people, like, running and walking their dog and stuff like that, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I was irresponsible with my platform the last time we recorded in respect to Corona because I wasn't taking it seriously at all.
Yeah, but nobody knew how serious to take it at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm taking this very seriously because people are dying. And that's why, like, social media is killing me during this time because for a couple reasons. One, like, everybody obviously talking about the coronavirus as they should, but, like, all the jokes being made, it's like, I chuckle at some, but, like, this is really no laughing matter. Like, it's too much. People making, like, songs and stuff like that, like, haha, but it is like, all right, like, and also, oh God, they're gonna make me hate Meg Thee Stallion, and I don't want to. If I hear that Savage song one more time, like
that TikTok thing there, everybody doing?
Yes, everybody's TikToking, like, and I feel bad because some people's TikToks are bothering me more than others. Some TikToks don't bother me, but it's just too much. I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy. It's like every 5 seconds. The TikTok that's not really bothering me is the family one where they do the elbow.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying.
Yeah, that's not really bothering me because, like, I don't know. I feel like it brings families together. Like, I think it's cute. Right. But the Savage one, there's a couple of them that I liked. Like, I liked I'm about to say Snoop Dogg. Bow Wow's daughter.
Snoop Dogg got a TikTok?
No,
he might.
Bow Wow's little daughter. She did a Savage one. I thought it was really cute. And Ryan, Destiny, and Normani, I like theirs. But, like, I'm just, and it was some white guy, like some dad or something like that. He was doing it all stiff. So, like, that was funny, but, like, I'm just so tired of it. And everybody trying to be funny, making Corona stuff, and it's just like, I love Cardi B, but I'm tired of hearing her talk. Like, I'm just sick of everyone. Like, it makes me not want to be on. Like, it's really keeping, like, I don't know. I'm just frustrated.
I've noticed that the first full week where everybody was off for coronavirus, everybody was like, all right, well, you know, be inside for a week and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, we'll see what happens. Yo, now, like, halfway through the second week, people are like, I can't wait till this is over. I'm tired of it online. I'm tired of Twitter. Yo, people are like, it's getting fed up already. And they talking about we ain't in no end in sight yet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's only hurting people because, see, people was enjoying it at first, maybe. People who ain't get, like, laid off, but they just not working, or people that's just not going to school. But it's not even, I think just the worst part is just like, yo, not only are you just off, but it's like, you got to basically take off from being able to do anything outside of that. So it's like, yeah, you could be home, but you could be home. Like, that's it. You can't, like, it's like you on punishment. And you just can't do nothing.
That's my problem. I don't have a problem with working from home per se, because I don't have to do my drive or my commute. I'm saving money on gas. I can perform my duties from home. I'm a homebody anyway, so I don't typically even leave the house for real. It's just like all the other restrictions, like things being closed, resources being scarce, like it's that part. Like I don't care. Like I don't be outside, so staying inside is not the part that bothers me. It's like just all the restrictions. It's scary, and the possibility of getting an illness. Like that's
same here. I think I'm a homebody too. Like I'm not out here in these streets like that. And I love being home, even though I've still been going to work. But I think the thing that bothers me is it's like, it's one thing to be home by choice, but when you're home because you don't have a choice, the fact that my choice is taken away is what bothers me. Like, is that I can't, all I can do is go to work and come home.
You know what's really, really, really bothering me? That now I can't go to the Doja Cat concert. Oh my God. You guys know I've been stalking her page and information and the internet trying to figure out when she's going to come to Philly. She finally does. I get tickets. Now I can't go.
Yo, if y'all would have had that concert, it would have been like hundreds more cases.
Yeah. No, I'm not even risking it. She better give a concert on her live like Miguel and them been doing. Like DJ D Nice.
D Nice. Yo, boy was really getting like popping off of that joint.
He was. Yo, I lost my train of thought that fast.
D Nice.
No. No. Oh, okay. I really think for people who still gotta go to work and don't have a choice, like, and I'm two-sided on this, but I was talking about this today at work. I'm like, we should get like a bonus. We should get like hazard pay. We should be getting paid time and a half the entire time we're working.
Yeah.
Yo,
because we have to go out every day.
Places doing that.
Risk your life.
Yeah, but I feel like we all should.
Yeah.
I have to come out every day.
Yep. Because it ain't right. Because let somebody at our job get it, or I mean, anybody can get it.
Right.
Anybody. So it's like, yo, somebody does get it. It's like, dang, man, see, you had me out here working and and now I got like you don't know how serious this could get for me. So
yeah. And then my thing is like, on the other hand, I also was thinking like, well, maybe that's greedy of me because there's people out here who got laid off and are getting nothing. At least I'm still getting a check. So I was like, I guess in one way I can't really be like that. But those people, they might be getting a check, but they're also not getting exposed. So it's like we coming out every day. I shouldn't get like some kind of like extra check, like some kind of bonus. I don't want to be at work.
Definitely don't. I would have just been, honestly, after all that, I mean, if they really did have us off, yo, on some real, I really would be home. Like, that's all I would want to do. That means I could just take my time and just do what I really want to do on a day where I'm really at work. Like on those, I could use all those days. I'd be like, yo, in the crib? Yeah. I'd be right in my computer, yo, all day.
1 billion beats.
Yeah. Making 1 billion beats, selling 1 billion beats. I'll be doing everything that I always ever like dreamed of. Honestly, I would love the quarantine, yo. Yo, quarantine me.
I said that too. That too.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, y'all don't realize, not y'all, but like, world don't realize. I'm like, yo, the way we got it, I feel like if they would have closed us up, I feel like we still would have got paid. Because I feel like we still would have got paid only because though we're considered essential. So if at first they thought they could keep us open because we're essential, and then something happens and we do close and they do want to quarantine us, I feel like they would still pay us. But it's like, yo, you paying me and I get to be home, and it's like, yo, y'all have no idea that like I'm still able to be like even more productive at home than I am when I'm.
You would officially be getting paid to do what you want to do, like you want.
Yeah, like that'd be the best feeling. I never want to go back to work.
My check would mean a whole lot much more to me at the end of the week if I could be home doing like this.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I'll be, man, listen, yo. I'll make sure every check that I'm getting, if I'm still getting the work check, I would make sure every joint is like overtime. I'll be grinding so hard at home, yo. Oh my God.
All right, man. Here's what it is right now. I do hope that it is true.
You see all these celebrities getting tested for coronavirus and it's positive, and they haven't even really been feeling sick.
Yeah.
And like people, like I saw Meek Mill just said like he back in December he was really, really sick and lost like 15 pounds, and the doctor like never even told him what it was. Slim Thug just got tested positive for coronavirus.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris
Tom
Elba.
Hanks.
Harvey Weinstein. How did he get it? Like, what?
Yeah, anybody can get it.
It's at least his words.
Yeah. It's crazy though because you ever see
and Styles
P
said he was sick.
Oh, man. I ain't hear that one. Styles.
Yeah. Dang, Styles got it? Yo,
no, I don't think he said
that people was getting paid to say that they had it.
Well, Cardi B said that.
Yeah, she did?
Yeah, because somebody said that they heard it from her that she said that people was getting paid to say that they got coronavirus.
That's what she thinks. That's her theory.
Why? What's the rest of her theory? Like, why do they think they're doing that? Like, why are they paying people?
Like, I don't because I don't know what is that doing? Like,
well, it could be like if that were true, like, oh, maybe if they to really influence people to stay inside. So maybe like if they know that their favorite celebrity has it, and they'll take heed more to somebody they look up to or a celebrity other than like healthcare professionals. That
would make me believe that it's not as dangerous as y'all say, and y'all are keeping us inside for a different reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
The ulterior motive. We ain't a conspiracy podcast, but that's what that made me think of. The only reason you would get pay a celebrity to do that is for influence. And if their influence is supposed to keep us in the house and off of work, then it sounds like a money play. You're trying to not spend money in certain places in order to hold money in other places.
Yep.
And keep people indoors to do whatever you trying to do outdoors. Like, I don't.
It's weird.
It is weird if that's true, and I'm not sitting here saying that's true, but that's weird.
Yeah. It's like I don't really know if I believe that. I'm not a conspiracy boy either, but there's a lot of parts of this whole thing that's just like.
Oh, there's definitely stuff we don't know.
Right, I gotta give it that. Nah, like a lot of stuff I'm hearing, I'm like, nah, I don't really. Not really.
Nah.
Like nah. Yeah, I'm really not feeling a lot of these parts of this thing because it's like I just don't. It's crazy. Sometimes I don't even have a reason when I think about it. It's just like I'm just not feeling it. It's just like a lot of stuff they saying. It's like, yeah, this many cases and this many cases and this many cases. I get it, but then I'll see something that's like, oh well, there's hope because in this state, all these people, this many people have been recovered, and there's a cure. Somebody cured it at this place and cured this many people, and they're recovering. And And I'm just like, but then all of a sudden the next day, then it's like, okay, it's getting worse. So there's 3,000 more cases. So now we got to take this crazy precaution. And it's like, everybody got to stay in the crib. I'm like, it's like going all over the place. Like, I don't understand what direction it's going in.
I feel like a part of it is like fear mongering, yo. I feel like they want people to be scared. Again, I'm not saying it's not a serious issue, but I think the media is kind of like, they're making sure it stays scary.
Yeah, there probably are a lot of people recovering, but they're going to report the people that are dying more than the cure.
For instance, like I think they're trying to put money in the pockets. Let me not say I think. I wouldn't be surprised if this conspiracy were true, that they're trying to put money in the pockets of certain companies that are trying to inflate the economy in certain areas. And then when it's over, when this all passes and people can go back outside, the economy is going to explode. Like everything's going to jump up.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything is going to jump up at once because everybody will be back outside.
Yeah.
Saying they outside.
Everybody.
Exactly. For real.
In the world, every company in the world is going to boost except for Dasani. That's it.
Yeah, Dasani don't get no burn.
No one's buying.
Except for who?
Dasani, the water. Let me fill you in.
Why does everybody hate Dasani?
Yo, thank you. Yo. Me and Aaron had this talk.
Yeah.
I went to go get some. I don't know either. I get it because it don't taste good. But I went to the store, and it was, we already know everybody hates Dasani, but you really realize how much everybody hates Dasani water during a crisis. I went to the store, a couple stores. Me and Aaron both. I went to Target, and all the water is sold out. Like it's all gone. All the Poland Spring, Deer Park, Smart Water, it was all gone. There was no water. Right. But Dasani, from the back of the rack to the front, pallets of Dasani was all still there. I was like, yo, even in a crisis, no one wants to drink that.
Yo, I saw someone on Twitter that was like, it was a picture of it was a whole shelf full of beef ramen noodles. It was like even in a crisis, nobody wants to eat it. Yo, listen, you know what's funny? Jordan loves beef ramen. She the only person.
See, and she probably boiled Dasani water on the stove to eat it too, yo. She fake, yo. Nah, I can't trust Jordan, yo.
All water tastes the same.
John?
I'm not trusting it, yo. See, she boiled Dasani water and beef ramen, bro. No, man, I ain't with it.
That's the title episode.
Boiled Dasani water and beef ramen.
Beef ramen.
Yo. And then me and Aaron went to Acme after work one day.
Uh-huh.
We walked in there, and we was walking down this aisle where all the paper towels and toilet paper and water was. All that stuff was gone. But right in front of the aisle was a pallet stacked high of all Dasani bottles. I was like,
yo, remember when we left and we cashed out, and then as soon as we looked over, somebody left they 2 cases of Dasani water on the side of the register. It's kind of like they bought it and it was like, man, I don't change my mind. I'm gonna just leave. I don't even want my refund. I just leave it. And I'm gonna just go home.
Somebody was like, nah, I'd rather die of thirst in Corona than drink this Dasani water.
Thirst in Corona. I don't know what the difference is. Like what but I know a lot of people hate it. I would see it all the time on Twitter, like why? But I think I went to ShopRite, and it was like 3 cases of Deer Park for $10. And I was hyped, and I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, oh my God, Mom, I found a whole bunch of water today at ShopRite. It had 3 for $10. I was like, that's really a steal. And she was like, well, that's how much it normally is. I was like,
yeah, it is.
You can tell who don't go to the grocery store.
Yeah, right.
I was hyped to find some Poland Spring. I was like, bet.
Yeah, yo. Because that right there, man. Yo, now, that's crazy. You ever have,
this is all Deer Park. This is all Poland Spring in here.
Yeah, dog. Listen. Right. Wait, first of all, I'm showing the wrong side of the bottle.
Good trash.
All right. But no, yo, on some real, this time around, like with the crisis going on, yo, you ever like have, you got it when you got a bunch of water in the house, and sometimes like you have like a couple water bottles that you ain't finished, and sometimes after a while it's like, man, I ain't gonna finish this, so you probably just pour it out or something. Yo, I'm finishing every single bottle that I touch. Like, yo, I'm not wasting no water bottles, and it's like, yo,
You got to consolidate them. You got to start pouring them into each other and make them full.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to start pouring them into each other, making sure they cool, everything. Because I'm like, yo, I'm not.
Yeah, I bought these two gallons of water. Because I think it was Acme didn't have any water bottles at all. So it just had like water, like the jug with the milk in. Yeah, I have bought like two of them. They're still sitting there because I found the water bottles.
Oh,
but once they run out.
Yep. I bought 2 cases and 2 of the gallons of Poland Spring and put them in the fridge.
Yeah. This real. I hope we see a resolution to this very soon. But they talking about something till July, August. I guess they're waiting for the weather to warm up. I don't know.
Everybody's birthdays recently got to be canceled. Can't do nothing.
Yo, my
Jasmine, you sound muffled like you covering the speaker.
Hello? Sorry.
Now you better now.
Yeah, my birthday was like the beginning of the quarantine, so
yeah,
it was just I couldn't really do anything, and I don't really do much for my birthday most of the time anyway. But I don't even think I even sang like happy birthday on my birthday. I did it the next day, I just had from ShopRite. It was real weird.
That's what grown folks' birthday are now.
Yeah, I'm like, but I got a George Foreman grill for my birthday. I got an air fryer for my birthday.
Oh, wow.
I was cooking.
Hell yeah.
I got myself a phone for my birthday.
I just got my new spot gifts.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those definitely just the apartment gifts.
Yeah. So I've been now I want to air fry everything.
Air fryers, love.
Yeah. I just air fry some fries. Yeah, I love it. So I can't wait to use it during this time. I feel like everybody's just eating. I saw this meme. It was going to the kitchen to make my 9th meal of the day.
That's what happens when you're in the house. You just eat.
Yeah.
All you do is I'm about to say, you got all the time in the world to just eat food, yo. It's like, man, if I was in the house, honestly, though, it's crazy. I eat more when I'm not in the house than when I am. Because when I'm in the house, as long as I'm in front of this computer, man, I can sit here from my time I wake up and not eat all the way until the evening.
Oh, you fasting?
Yeah, I'd be drunk. If I had to stay in the house for a whole entire week, man, I'd probably eat once a day, yo. But I understand though, for some people it's just yo, all you around is just the food in your crib. Yeah. It's just crazy because even if you do decide to go out and go to an essential store to get some food, you limit it because there probably ain't gonna be nothing there. You're gonna go to try to get some meat from the meat section, and all it's gonna be there is veal or something like that. Something that you're gonna get something random. You're gonna be eating. First of all, you're just gonna be eating random meals, yo. You're gonna be in there eating
odd combinations.
Sunflower seeds with a raw onion and a birthday cake, something super weird.
Yo, I have 2 out of the 3 of those in my refrigerator.
You're gonna be
about to say, yo, I got 2 out of the 3 of those in front of me right now.
You're gonna be eating your Ritz crackers with mashed potatoes on the inside and making them a sandwich.
Ew, Oreo.
Yeah.
Mashed potato, Oreo crackers. Ew.
Yo.
Oh man, it's Corona, man. Got people going crazy. Got people going crazy and not letting us out the house.
Oh.
No more shopping sprees, yo.
No more late night.
Hilarious, yo. Yo, it's crazy though, because what made it funny was the bull being so hype in the back too.
Yeah, right.
Can't even kick it no more. He was
no more shopping sprees. It's COVID-19 and we're quarantined. No more dough. We can't even leave out our home.
Yo, did you make that up?
Yeah, just freestyle.
Wow, you're dope.
Freestyle king.
Start your career now. Get busy.
All these quarantine rats about to be crazy.
Quarantine.
Another thing I saw another thing I saw on Twitter, because I think I saw Ayo that you liked it or you retweeted or no, you comment on it. It was Swizz Beats.
From yesterday with the Swizz.
And I'm sure from my response to that tweet, y'all heard my voice saying it.
Yes.
Y'all know exact stuff.
Yo, for people who don't know, explain what you're talking about.
Oh, Swizz is. Calm down, yo. Swizz. I respect Swizz Beats.
The producer.
The producer. I respect him. Like everything he's done. I respect his hustle, his contribution to the industry, his impact.
I love Swizz Beats.
Here's how you know some wild disrespect is coming. All this love you just gave him.
Right, I'm showing him love. I don't think I ever showed him this much love at one time. So I respect it, yo. But as I got older and has been more experienced in producing and everything, I'm like, he has his own sound and everything. But some of the stuff he just does is just like, all right, dog, you ain't really doing much. And if you are doing something, it's the same thing that you did before. But sometimes stuff he does is just like, nah, that's not it.
Like making beats with his chin.
That right there. I'm getting to that because he should have been smacked by. First of all, if you analyze this video, he's in there with Busta Rhymes, Cassidy, who's obviously going to co-sign positively anyway with Kim because he was right. He's sitting there all ugly, First of all, he made the face like Cassidy made the beat. So first of all, Cassidy's sitting there. Cassidy is in there, just obviously supporting his showing all his full surface love. And second of all, Busta Rhymes is in there, and Busta Rhymes is doing Busta Rhymes thing, dancing around and doing weird backup into. First of all, what are you doing? Because the beat was trash. It was like it was no type of structure to it or anything. And then Busta Rhymes is backing up into Swizz Beats so much that Swizz Beats has to move out of the way of his own beat machine and extend his arm so he can still press the buttons in this trash.
He was doing a lot.
Right, so Busta Rhymes finally moves out the way. He's still making weird Busta Rhymes faces while he's moving around, and Cassidy is ugly, full surface. So then he's still in there. So next thing you know, Swizz Beats is still pressing this button, and then he just goes like it was no type of rhythm. And then he starts playing the beat machine with his chin, like that made anything better. And I'm like,
wait, but
what are you doing? What was that? I really need to know. To know what he
thought he was killing it.
But did you see Busta Rhymes' face? After a while, he was like, all right.
Yeah, after a while, Busta Rhymes gave the face, was like, all right.
I think they thought it was going to drop. I think they thought that was just an intro. It was the build up, and it was something. Right. The beat was going to switch up. Nah, he just kept going.
Sure, he kept going, and Busta Rhymes' face immediately just got all right.
You lost mad interest.
Yeah, I'm I lost all interest.
He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be involved in it anymore. He didn't want to.
Yeah, but my question is yo, Swizz, if that was him in a room with other producers and y'all had to showcase y'all talent and y'all new beats y'all got. If it was him, Just Blaze, A-Rap Music, whoever. What was that? What was that going to do in that situation? You're not winning anything. No one is looking at you ew, that joint.
So you're not winning anything?
No. Yo, your supporter is Cassidy with Old Nothing today and a dancing Busta Rhymes. I mean, Busta Rhymes would dance to anything. But it's just I just didn't get it. So I respect Swizz, but it's don't ever do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, yo. He pressed one button that whole time.
Yo, Cassie's face though.
You saw he put up another video talking to Timbaland. I think it's on Instagram. He he was like, I don't know how it started because I only saw Swizz's post, but it was something about making black superhero music. Wait, what's Swizz's Instagram page? Do we got one?
It's called I think it's the Real Swizz or the Real Swizz.
Real Swizz cheese.
Just type in Real Swizz and it'll come up.
I found it.
He done said about 2 or 3 times he in the zone, so we in the zone.
I hear that.
Got a little Canis, special select. You know, this is the vibe. This is the zone. We on quarantine, right? However, whatever we want to do. Big zone.
Zone.
He about to play the beat. And he on the beat machine and everything. He doing all his Swiss movements and everything.
All right.
That was it. That was pretty much it.
I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it in through my phone. But I can hear what he was doing. I have to see this. I gotta see his movements.
He ain't going crazy like the video you posted that you put on Twitter. He in a chair, but he's like doing all of this stuff.
He's trying to get that approval all crazy. Yeah, trying to get that approval, yo. I want to battle Swizz Beats, yo. I want to battle you, yo.
You know, I think you'd have way better beats, but I think people would just their nostalgia wouldn't let him lose.
Right. He could. First of all, I could be sitting up there actually playing something crazy. He could just be like, "Yo, turn on the Rough Riders anthem instrumental." And I'm like, "Yo, this beat is basic." I'm like, "Yo, this beat is basic." He could, but yeah, nostalgia alone, and because he's Swizz, he's like, "Oh man, Swizz got classics. Swizz got
exactly."
Yo, play me something that you made yesterday, Swizz. Yesterday, March 23rd. Play that.
Oh, we gonna have to promote this, man. AO versus Swizz Beats.
Yeah, I just want to battle him, yo. He probably a cool guy. I just want to battle him, though.
Yeah.
We got instigate.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
I'm with it.
Battle Swizz Beats, yo. Like, I want to do it.
See, this is gonna be this is the promo I'm gonna put up. This is gonna be the thing I put up.
Yeah,
keep the same energy though. Don't back down when he be like zone.
Why would that make you back down?
I just want to know what that's going to mean. Like, he can zone me to death. He can zone me to death. He's like, I want to battle you, Swizz. Zone. Like, I don't know what that's.
I'm laughing at. What if when he does say zone, you'd be like, oh shit, never mind. I can't even fuck with that.
Right, like, man,
I don't even make beats no more.
I thought I had a chance with that one. He'd be like, zone. I'd be like, oh, never mind, you got it. Yo, man, I swear, dog. I don't know what the zone thing is either, but I mean, he's been doing it for a while, but
I know, yeah, zone.
Remember, he had a beat challenge where you could make the beat out of him saying that loop.
Really? No,
I don't remember.
It was 2 years ago around Christmas, and he had a beat challenge where he put out.
Oh, you've been studying your opponent. You said 2 years ago around Christmas.
I ain't gonna lie, I remember.
10:46.
It was 2 years ago, like the week of Christmas. I remember, like before Christmas, leading into Christmas. And he was on stage at some show, and everybody was doing like the no music type clap. But can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, you just frozen, but I can hear you.
You Elsa.
Yeah. I was getting a call, my bad. But he was up on stage doing something, and he was saying zone, but they was doing like the no music clap. So he was like zone, dude, zone. But the thing is, he wanted people to take the audio and sample it and make their own beat out of the audio of him on stage and people clapping. Like, honestly,
wait, I remember this.
Yeah. Now, quality-wise, it was a horrible idea because I'm like, we got to convert the video ourselves and then use this, like, you live on stage quality with us making beats over it. I don't know, but he wanted people to do it, and there was a whole contest, and whoever won like $5,000 or something.
Did you try?
Nah, I didn't do it because I think around the time, every single day around it, I was like never home, and
you were scared of the zone.
Nah.
That's all.
Man, if we didn't already have a title, this don't definitely be called Zone.
Yeah, zone. Yeah.
Yo, I have to find the derivative. I have to know why that is. Why is he saying zone?
I have no. Yo, he probably won't even tell you. He probably just look around at anybody else who's in the room and just keep looking back at his beat machine and just zone. Like I don't know what he's gonna tell you. I don't know. He's not gonna give you the explanation. I don't think he told anybody what that was. He probably don't. His kids don't even know what that was.
Alicia probably don't even know.
Alicia probably in the crib stressing like, if I hear this nigga say zone one more time.
Listen, right. Oh my God, speaking of her, I saw this like thread on Twitter. It was like asking, oh, what's the worst song of this particular artist? So it was like, what is Alicia Keys' worst song? What's Jay-Z's worst song? Rihanna, like Beyonce.
I think I seen this, John.
Yo, everybody was saying Girls on Fire for
yeah.
And I wholeheartedly agree.
Really?
It's terrible. I don't want to say it, like, empowering music is fine, but like I just don't want Alicia Keys to keep making these empowering songs. I want her to make
you're right.
I want her to make the R&B songs, because like the song that she has with Miguel, like the newest one, Show Me Love,
like songs like You Don't Know My Name type songs.
Yeah. I hate to keep throwing people back in a box. I know that artists don't want to be in a box and stuff like that, but that's her pocket. Like, I like R&B Alicia, not this girl is on fire and I am a superwoman. Like, and there's this other one I saw. I think it was just a snippet. It was just sounding real empowering. I'm just like,
stop making these people feel good.
Right, stop it. Just serenade us or something.
Yeah, stop encouraging young black women.
Right.
Don't do it.
See, that's why I didn't want to say anything, because it sounds bad.
No. But we feel you though.
Yeah,
it's just funny to say it like that.
She just be screaming, like, I don't know. I like when she's just singing, and I don't know. I feel like as her career progressed, she just started screaming. I think it was around the time she like did Unbreakable.
Yeah.
I feel like
Unbreakable wasn't bad.
No, I loved Unbreakable, but I think no one started it.
I like that song too.
I like it, but it started her like screaming all the time.
Yeah, when she started raising her voice.
Songs in A minor, like her first album, was like a masterpiece. Like, she wasn't like screaming all the time.
Right.
You know that video clip of her singing "Illusion of Bliss," one of her songs? Illusion of Bliss, Illusion of Bliss, Illusion of Bliss.
No,
she's like,
I have not seen this.
No, I'll send it. I'll find it and send it to you. It's like she's like screaming and can't hit a note. Like,
if I came from being in the crib with Swizz all the time, you know.
I'm cracking up that
maybe
Ayo eating chips and he gonna mute himself while he eating the chips.
No, every time I get that first couple crunches, I gotta mute the mic real quick just so I can do that, and I gotta make sure y'all talking while I'm doing it. But
yo, I'm really thinking about Swizz and Alicia going through it in the crib. Like Alicia probably like, hey, well, I doubt she would call him Swizz, but for this conversation, like,
what's his name?
Swizz. It's like, no, I don't know.
Yo, it's crazy. I used to know it. I don't know, probably.
Dang, you don't even know your opponent.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I did know it. Like, I don't know, Ryan Swizzard. I don't know, man.
Swizzard.
Ryan Swizzard.
Was it Ryan? Yeah, Ryan Swizzard. I don't know what it is. I forgot.
Hold on, I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, what's his name, yo? Probably like. They probably got like a name that's like long, but they just put the first part. They put it's like Swizz as like the first part of the name. His name
is what?
Swizthany.
Swizthany.
Yeah.
Swizthany.
His name is
like Anthony, but yeah, like Anthony.
That
like
is funny.
Swizz in the beginning.
His name is Kasim Dean.
That's what it is. I knew it was.
It is Swizthany.
Yeah. Kasim Dean. That is Kasim. Yeah, that is it. That is
Kasim
it.
Dean.
Alicia probably be like, "Hey, you want some chicken for dinner?" He'd be like, "Zone." She'd be like, "Kasim, please." Please. I just asked you what you want for dinner. Like, zone?
Yo, he get mad whenever what's the son name? Egypt?
I think so.
Yeah.
Whenever Egypt be in Swizz don't even be in the he don't even be in the crib yet. Like he about to cut, like he coming from the driveway, like up the steps into the house. You hear him put the key in the door. And at the same time, Egypt it be in the kitchen when Alicia be like, "Hey mom, can I have some can I have an ice cream cone?" But he say cone. But like Swizz already halfway in the door. That's what he say. "Can I have an ice cream cone?" Somebody say zone. Be like, no. I said ice cream cone. He was like, ice cream zone. Right.
Ice cream zone. Swizz Beats should pull out like a beat machine out of his back pocket. Like zone? We had this zone?
Like it's not time.
Start playing it with his chin like zone. Like
I'm like, yo, it's not time for that, yo.
It's always time for zone.
Yo,
but you know what it's time for?
Oh, shoot.
Go on.
It's time for us to discuss some things that dropped that we haven't discussed.
Yeah, we in the last 20 minutes of this episode anyway. We might as well get it out the way. Let's go.
Yeah. So, how did y'all feel about Jay Electronica, the long-awaited project?
I have a lot of thoughts. It's hard. I don't even know where to start. It didn't live up to no 10-year wait. I'll tell you that much.
The whole decade.
Not at all.
He needed Jay-Z to save that album, and Jay-Z couldn't even save that album. I think he had some bars, but it's boring. It's boring. It has very little replay value. It did. Our first listen, the only thing that stood out to me was the fact that Hove had some cool bars in it. The production wasn't that great, and Jay Electronica is one note throughout the whole album. He is one note.
Yeah, I don't think he has a distinct sound because, like, I couldn't tell you, maybe because I'm just not well versed in Jay Electronica at all. I couldn't even identify him in the crowd, like, of rappers, like, based on his voice. Like, I don't really know what he sounds like. Like, I listened to that album. It was almost unlistenable for me, aside from Jay-Z. I feel like Jay-Z can't really do any wrong at this point. Like, I enjoy his presence a lot of times just on tracks, but like I wasn't really paying him any attention because the beats were so distracting to me. Like, and I'm the type of person, like, I've said this before on the podcast, like I do pay attention to lyrics. Like I really do value lyrical content in songs, but I couldn't even pay attention to that. If there were dope bars on there, I wouldn't know because I was so distracted by the music. It was just one song where it was just everything. It was just clashing. What song was that? I think it was that weird
capacitor song.
Yes, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this is terrible. I'm like, I cannot listen to this. The only song that I enjoyed because it was kind of like I enjoyed dancing to the beat, even though it was like simple, like that Suit song, Shiny Suit, I guess.
Shiny Suit Theory.
Yeah, I don't remember how the beat goes.
Which is my other problem because that song is cool. That song is also years old, and he put it on this. This album, my biggest hang up on this album is it sounds dated. It sounds like this was supposed to come out 10 years ago. Or more.
It wasn't good.
It's crazy because we know most of that whole album probably could have been like really, 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 really old, and they just did a few new things on it.
If that's the case, then you know what? Then you should have put it out 10 years ago, and you should have threw Exhibit C on it, because at least Exhibit C could have anchored the album. There's nothing on that album better than that song. That song is the best thing Jay Electronica's ever done. Period.
I don't even know what that is.
You do. You heard it. That one Jay Electronica song that was out years ago.
Remember I told you I put his whole mixtape on my joint.
No, this was the song that was like they played it on the radio, like it was out.
That's the
How old was I?
I always forget. what letter it was though. Wasn't that was the?
It was C. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's.
Oh, I thought that
I'm thinking of
something
B.
else. Oh wait, I know that song.
And they call me Jay Electronica. Fuck that. They call me Jay Electronica, Jay Electronica, whatever you say right there.
I don't know. When people bring him up, I get frustrated because it's like I don't know Bull. It's like I don't know who he. Like I just get frustrated. I don't really know his greatness. Like I don't. And y'all going off of that one song? That's it.
Oh, I don't know what
I'm
makes him so interesting and mysterious, yo. I don't get it.
Yeah, like
I don't get why people are curious about his mystery. I don't get it. I'm not. Even after what I heard, it's like, yo, if he's going for 10 years, ooh, I don't miss you. I don't.
I don't miss you.
Yeah, like the first time, I'm not gonna lie, the first time we played the album, well, me, I was like, remember I was with Ant, but like I was like tired at the like I was like falling asleep. But it was like when I went in the house and listened to it again, I'm like I didn't like anything. I was like, yo, I'm never like I knew before I was halfway through. I was like, yo, I am never turning this album on.
Yeah, no, I hate
Jay-Z can't say it, yo. He can't say
and that, all right, Ben, you walked into my next issue. First of all, we talked about this already, but how did he? They had to have like some kind of personal relationship because why does he deserve a Jay-Z duet album? Why? Like you've been signed to Roc Nation for 10 years. You've put out like 2 songs of note that we know of. One being Exhibit C. And like Jay-Z always jumps on his music. Even throughout the years, he always jumped on his tracks. And it was like, why does he get this red carpet treatment? How does he deserve it?
Meanwhile,
you don't know.
Meanwhile, Game is begging Jay-Z for a feature.
Yeah, but Game has also just dissed Jay-Z for no reason in his career. More than once, more than twice.
More than that's a great reason to do a whole album with Bull. Then Jay-Z could try to trash him on every song, low key. Like, okay, yeah, Chuck, I'll do an album with you. Then boom.
You're about to say he ain't doing. You're about to say you know he ain't doing that. Game name dropped way too many times in his raps for him to do an album with anybody.
Hov could start every verse with "fuck you, Game," and Game would still be hype at this point.
Yeah, for real.
Game would come on right after him, like, Hov on the album. It's like
album dissing me.
Hov on the album dissing me. It's like when I was with Dr. Dre and 50, and they
wait.
Because he got a name drop.
He name dropped Dre every song.
Over the album dissing me. Yo, he's so happy that he got that diss from Jay-Z. It's like, dog, just because he's mentioned, you don't mean anything.
And then Game would throw I could already hear this album. And then Game would throw all of these like Jay-Z references into his lyrics.
Reasonable doubt.
Had a reasonable doubt, but they found that I was the blueprint. Like,
yeah, I know, right?
I'm already like, Game, shut the fuck up.
Like, I came out in 05. They wanted an encore, so I had to change clothes.
Like, dog, like, yo, no, dog, no.
They wanted me to change clothes, but they know I like that ignorant shit.
Never like, stop playing off his bars. He don't like you, man. He don't even like you, yo.
But yo, back to Jay Electronica. Like, I feel like, because I'm not done. Like, I feel like, why did you deserve that? Number one. Number two, why on your debut album that we waited for 10 years, do you not
waited?
Album?
I ain't waiting.
Well, that people generally wait for 10 years. That you have to, like, you don't even start it. Like, Hov starts your album. He started your debut album that was 10 years late. And like, you have a album with Jay-Z on every song, and it's still whack.
Still corny. It's still corny.
Wait, he's so uninteresting that I still want to talk about Game. Okay, I want y'all to make a whole album of Game lyrics.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I need y'all to do it. Y'all just gotta ghostwrite the whole album. What game would be rapping about if Jay-Z would it?
You know, me and Hope spitting something like a whirlwind, like back in '03 when it was me and my girlfriend.
Right.
They called us Bonnie and Clyde. Like he would just go in with all of these whole references.
Right.
What can I say to his game and Jay? What more can I say?
He said, can't knock the hustle, so they stealing it now. Pocket full of dead presidents, I'm feeling it now.
Like, yo, get out of here, yo.
Pocket full of dead presidents, I'm feeling it now.
Yo, I was like, game. Stop,
and I got
yo.
the Deuce calling 22 twos.
Jay-Z from the East Coast with the Empire State of Mind, but I'm from the West Coast. I'm one of a kind.
Then he would always have some fake ass stories that never happened. He'd be like, yeah, I remember me and my niggas went to Brooklyn.
Oh my God.
You say all of the milestones. Call it with Hov and Marcy Projects. Bleak was there.
And he was sitting on the step drinking quarter waters.
Right. And Bleak wasn't there because she was dissing Bleak too at one point.
Right. I was about to say though, because he was probably gonna say these are Marcy Projects, man. We sitting on them park benches, me, Sauce, Money, Bleak.
So we're like, no, y'all weren't. Y'all were not together, yo. You weren't there.
Me, Sauce, Money.
Me, Black, Floyd, Obi.
Right.
He still throw 40 in there. Me, Sauce, Money, Bleak, Hov, 40.
Yo, he would have 40 produce his album with Jay-Z. 40 on every track.
Every time.
Yo. How are you cracking up, yo? Like, yo, come on, man.
See how uninteresting Jay Electronica is? Like,
I don't even want to talk about him no more now.
Right? We keep going on. It's basically he just couldn't. He couldn't do it. He couldn't come back after 10 years. Not even with Hov. That's like finally being like, that's like playing in the league in the NBA for so long, and you finally get your shot to play with LeBron, and you like, yeah, I'm gonna win the chip now, and then y'all lose horribly because y'all ain't got no chemistry. That's it. Like it didn't happen, yo. Like, and I don't know why he thought it did. We don't know about it got to be a personal connection. Jay Electronica is not impressive.
Yeah, apparently they're really good friends or something.
I mean, it got to be the Jay. I'm telling you, it got to be the Jay, man. I don't know.
Aaron, you sound muffled now.
I do?
Yeah, you sound better.
All right, my bad. My hands over the drum. But yeah, it got to be the J. Like, it got to be the name. Yeah, I'm convinced.
I'm Jay. You Jay.
The name.
Remember, but then but like you said, like we talked about last time. But you got J. Cole, but I guess it ain't Jay. But still, you got J-Rock. He ain't messing with him. Like,
I'd much rather hear a Jay-Z and J-Rock album.
Me too. But he gonna be like, no,
Money.
Because you be like Jay-Z, you like Z Electronica. You get the connection. I'm like, no, I don't get that.
No, but you know who would run in the room at that point? Game would run in. My name is Jay Sean. You hope to be like, yo, security, can y'all?
Get him out of here. I'm Jay Sean. I am Jay Sean.
I'm J2 almost.
I'm like, yo, stop, man.
Jay-Z gonna be like, well, my name's Sean, so.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Just hear Jay-Z in the studio, like going through people like Jay Electronica, J. Cole, J-Rock. You just hear these footsteps outside, like, dude, Jay Sean, give me game.
Jay Sean? Nah, never heard of him. Keep on going by people.
That is so funny.
I swear, man, yo, he's not getting his shot, and I don't understand. Honestly, I hope Jay Electronica doesn't come out again, yo.
I hope his music is quarantined and just stays where it's at in the studio. Like his music needs to stay in whatever hard drive is in and just stay there. Don't come outside. Don't do it because
come outside, yo.
Because it's like, yo,
I feel like this gonna start it back up. Now he's gonna drop music.
Yeah, see, but who
we Erky dropping music now.
Yeah, like remember that? Hold up, that article that was like, you know, Jay Electronica and Jay dropped, and of course it exceeded all expectations. Be like, yo, no, it didn't. It didn't exceed anything.
Like, who is publishing these articles? Like, why are they lying? I'm like, y'all couldn't have possibly enjoyed this.
Mm-mm.
It was just too, like, it was, I couldn't even pay attention to the lyrics. The music was so distracting. Like, it just wasn't, my ears were bleeding. Like, it just wasn't pleasurable. It just wasn't. I was waiting for it. I was like, is this over? Like, I kept looking, like, is this over? It wasn't even that, like, long of an album. It wasn't only, like, 10 tracks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was ready for it to be over. I just didn't get it. Like, I didn't get it.
The Saturday after it came out, I was driving around, and I just had it playing. Like, it would end, start over. And I think by, like, the second time, I was like, yo, this album is boring, yo. And I keep seeing people say, like, well, if you know about this, then you'd understand what he's talking about. Like, no, I don't care to understand what he's talking about. He's not delivering it in an entertaining way. Like,
he don't make me want to know what he's talking about.
Right.
It's a lot of songs. I don't know what the heck they talking about, but the way they deliver it is like, oh, what they talking about? I want to know. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, going back to one of our first points, like, he just doesn't have like a distinct voice. Like, it's just, I don't know who I'm listening to. Like, he could be any bull. He got any bull voice. Like, when I hear a Big Sean verse, I know it's Big Sean. Like, I know what Drake sounds like. Like, it's nobody that sounds like that. Like, I don't know.
Jay Electronica got a reference track voice. He got like a joke that, like,
you do.
I just want somebody to listen to it so then you can do it better. Like, he got that.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
That
what an analogy. Yep. That's exactly.
He like the matter of fact, Jay Electronica is like when you get a new computer and you got like sample photos in the photos folder already. It's like the little standard Johns that like come with it, but you gotta replace them with better pictures.
Yeah, he like the YouTube song that they put on the Apple Music every time you get anything iTunes.
Yep, exactly, yo.
Jay Electronica is the ad that plays before the YouTube video that you want to watch.
Right.
Like
the picture that
and
comes
don't
in
let
the
you
picture
skip
frames when you buy them at the store.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta replace them with yours.
Right.
Yo.
Jay Electronica is like the foam that comes inside the sneaker before you put the sneaker on.
That joint that's wedged all the way in.
Yeah.
Just shoved all the way in there. Dog, if that was him, I'd take that joint out and never put it back in to get rid of any creases. I'd just be creased up because I'm not usable, yo.
Poor Jay Electronica. He don't care though.
He don't. I mean, he got an album with Hov. What can you tell him right now?
Yo, that's another. He says it on the album. Debut album with Jay-Z is like highway robbery. Yeah, you robbed us from just a Jay-Z's album. Like, I don't want to hear, like, I don't know, man.
And you know, Jay-Z don't always put out stuff like all the time. Like, he wasted so much energy on that. Now Jay-Z tired. He not gonna put nothing else out.
Like, you made us use our Jay-Z card on you.
Right. Yeah. What a waste. When Jay-Sion's sitting right over there on the West Coast.
Yeah, right. He over there waiting, yo. I mean,
he's sitting like SpongeBob at the table, like
with the hands folded,
in the empty
waiting for that call, like.
Right. He probably got a Yankee snapback and a Jay-Z Hard Knock Life t-shirt on or something like that. Like, he probably just waiting.
He probably over there like, well, he did it out with Jay Electronica, so it's only a matter of time now.
Right. It's only a matter of time.
It'll happen soon.
Now I gotta play that album tomorrow. I ain't played that album in a while.
I haven't played
I was listening to that album last night.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yo. Oh my God.
What have I been listening to? I don't know. Doja Cat still. I don't even know. I'm at a standstill.
Yeah, it's like I I'm trying to think of what I've been listening to too. I think just
everything. I just been listening to just old albums.
Yeah, I think I was listening to whatever you was listening to. So I mean, yeah, just Wayne and
listen to Reasonable Doubt today.
No, yeah, Reasonable Doubt. Yeah,
I love that Jadakiss song.
Which one?
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me? Yeah, no, sorry.
I love that.
I love when they use a sample at the end of the bar. Like, that's my vibe.
Jadakiss.
Another person's voice. Like, I know that's Jadakiss.
No one will ever have Jadakiss.
So
even if your voice is raspy, it's not going to be Jadakiss raspy, though.
Nope.
Yeah,
like it's not going to be that.
Yeah, it's just voice is important. Voice is very, very, very important. I always stress that. So with your boy Kendrick, speaking of voices that I can't really tolerate.
I don't know, Kendrick put out that weird trailer for whatever that was on Instagram, and I'm just confused. I was like, this has to have some kind of connection with an album or something.
John with Georgia Smith on it, like in that lot there, she was sitting down and talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It didn't excite me. It just didn't.
Sometimes I give it to people with certain criticisms about Kendrick, because sometimes I'm just like, all right, I get it. It's weird. You got to find the messages in it. But at that point, I was just like, just tell me what you're doing, Like, I don't feel like deciphering this.
I want to get to a point where other people excite me other than Drake.
Big Sean excites you?
Yeah, Big Sean definitely does excite me, but he be making me wait too long, and then I get impatient. Yeah, but like, I don't think anybody excites me like Drake. Like, just anything he does is just like, I can't wait. It's something. I know I sound like a crazy fan,
but we already know you're a fan.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head at something else. It's not that, but yeah, no, I understand though. What?
Share. You just shaking your head, so you're not listening to me.
I was shaking my head because Ant probably got it too.
I got it.
Phil just said that Timbaland and Swizz going back and forth on Instagram Live right now. So I know Swizz is in there.
Yo, first off, Timbo in there going. I'm about to say, Timbo going in on the beats, and Swizz is over there like zone. Yeah. Oh, you trying to zone? All right.
You trying to zone now? Okay. But no, I do understand what you're saying though about like the Drake thing. It's like he one of the people that you pretty much was like, yeah, I'm big excited about what he's gonna drop because he got that quick effect. I still want him to drop Organization. Like I need him to drop it. We be singing that John at work for the past,
like, Organization. He has
I need him to drop that.
Apparently, there's a couple leaks or something on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I heard one of the leaks last week.
Yeah, I mean they cool. To me, they are. Right.
I don't like to find Drake leaks on my own like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I want it to like. I don't know. I don't like Drake leaks like that. Like I want him to leak them, not y'all. I want them to be. I don't want to have to go find them and discover them. I want them to be like trending. Like I didn't even think that was trending.
Honestly, if I can give y'all my honest opinion, I think in a way, even if not directly, he is putting those out. Those little leaks you hear.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
Because I think that, like, of course he put out the ones that he officially put out, like the Chicago freestyle and all that stuff. But I think those little snippets we keep finding, though, he got to be giving them to people like, yo, just put this out on the internet. Just to keep his name, because I feel like he's leading to something. Because at first it was like, oh shit. Then another one came out, I was like, oh snap. It's to the point now where it's like, all right, yo, like, how are you losing all this music?
Yeah.
You know, we hearing it all.
Yeah. But like, I don't want to feel like I'm a super obsessed fan. But it's like,
you're allowed to be.
That's one of the only artists that is like, I get really excited and then my excitement like continues for a good while. It's not like, oh, once it's here, excitement's over. It's like, I'm running it back. So that's an art. Like he's just been able to master just everything. Just building anticipation and then actually delivering, and I don't know. even when he doesn't, when you feel like he doesn't deliver, which is rare. Like, I don't know. For me, I end up liking it anyway eventually.
That's how I be feeling. That's my thing with Drake. It's like I can easily listen to something Drake and I'll be like, I ain't really feeling this. And then later on I'll be like, I'm hitting myself like,
I'm upset.
I'm upset. I was not planning on even liking that song. And I was like, I listen to it.
I tried to tell you, I was like, don't even waste your time not liking it because you're going to like this song.
Yeah,
period.
Right. I'll tell you one off that album I'm not going to like is Ratchet Happy Birthday.
Everybody was saying that was the worst Drake song ever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because it didn't. It's like it didn't live up to the title.
Yeah, you
like,
thought it was gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I remember the moment we heard that, and it was just like, "This is the Ratchet Happy Birthday." Dude?
Yeah,
like,
it was sound like something on a like cruise ship or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. That was weird.
It was very strange.
I like that whole "what was the word this person's worst song" conversation because I was interested in hearing what people had to say. Because I only saw that one. I only saw the Drake one. I didn't see like what was J. Cole worst song or what was Jay-Z worst song. Like I wonder what I would have said because I don't know.
I saw it was a Destiny's Child. What's their worst song? And everybody was saying like all the songs that I like. Like it was weird. It was off of I think it was like the Survivor album. It's this song called Happy Face. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard it, I'm like, what the heck is this? It's like I woke up this morning, the sunshine was shining. I put on my happy face. And it sounds crazy, but like I really got used to it and it really made me happy at one point. So I started to really like it. But it was a lot of interesting picks from people. Like I'm trying to think of a notable one that I was like, wow. I can't really think of any right now, but find it. You should, and if I find it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
they did Rihanna, they did Brandy, Monica. I didn't see J. Cole.
I saw somebody put J. Cole up, but I don't remember what song he said.
They did. It's just so funny how like one person's trash should really be another person's treasure because like sometimes people like they said like, oh, Beyonce's song Radio. I was like, yo, that used to be my ringtone. Like
see, but to them they like, nah, that's not trash.
You really get to see people's different opinions.
Yeah. So I don't know, beauty in the eye of the beholder. Yeah.
Before we go, I got two people sent something in.
Okay.
My man Mike Porter said,
okay, Mike.
Congrats on the Aux Court 1 year anniversary.
Oh,
he also said happy birthday to Jazz because he's a Pisces too. So happy birthday to my fellow Pisces.
Yes, Pisces Prince. Thank you.
He said he enjoyed our last episode and said, do you think that we will see any more true R&B legends like Luther Vandross or Patti LaBelle? And will the R&B group ever return?
No.
We covered that, and I agree with you. I don't think so.
No to both.
The only way I think the R&B group, the true R&B group, will return is if powers combine, kind of how like TGT did. Who was that? Tyrese.
Genuine and Tank.
Yeah, right. I think that it would have to be on some like.
Or LSG.
Yeah, or it had to be like somebody have to come together like Chris Brown, Trey Songz, and who else did we throw in there? If we had to pick one more. Nah, because I don't think he was ever as big as them two.
Chris Brown, Trey Songz, and these days,
maybe like Usher, or something.
Yeah, Usher.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
He was obviously he was out but way before them, but
way before them.
I had to pick out somebody that was just as big.
August Alsina deserves to be in there because they got that song together. I love it remix, and plus like
they do.
And plus like Tank wasn't really as big as Tyrese and Genuine like coming up, but I feel like he more recently became popular.
Yeah.
So that would be it.
I think that's the only way we'll get the group again.
Yeah.
Because I don't see that happening right now.
Nah, I definitely don't see that happening. And plus, it's like you never know who can really like mesh well. Like you might be good apart, but who knows if you're gonna be good as a duo, trio, or something like that. And I'm not saying they won't, but it's risky sometimes.
Yeah.
So
we'll never see another Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
Or Drew Hill.
Nope.
112.
And as far as Luther Vandross and Patti LaBelle, I think that type of music is just gone now, unfortunately.
Yeah, we still got Charlie Wilson though.
Yeah, Charlie's still out here rocking.
Mm-hmm. We still got Stevie, thank goodness.
He said, "Do we think hip hop will ever go back to real rapping and true bars and not what's being played on the radio?" And I think Griselda is kind of holding that down right now.
Well, the thing is, though, that music never left.
I don't think it ever left either. It's just not being put on the forefront.
Not in our face no more. Yeah, it ain't in the forefront no more.
But he said as far as being played on the radio, and I was like, I don't know. I think music is so melodic now that they ain't gonna even play it on the radio.
Yeah.
And guess what? Who listens to the radio? Everybody's creating their own radio stations on their Apple Music and Spotify and all that.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only way your rapping is gonna be played on the radio, your beat gotta have a certain type of bounce to it and be catchy enough so then you could just mask what you're saying by your flow, your cadence, or whatever. But like you could be saying the most like lyrical stuff, but you gotta say it in a way that sounds like somebody can enjoy it in a certain type of setting or something like that. Because if you can't, and you just straight up spitting bars, it's like, okay, I can't drive around on a Saturday night on the way to the club to this, so they probably won't play it.
Yeah,
I mean, guys, that's how I see it. But
I feel like the argument that such and such don't get played on the radio is like irrelevant at this point because we have all the resources in the world to listen to what we want to listen to. There's real rap out there. Just go listen to it at this point. Like you don't need the DJ, the radio to play it. Like just go listen to it. Because people are creating it. And I do hear bars. No, it's not on these TikTok songs. No, it's not being played on constant rotation on satellite radio, but it's in your phone. And you don't ever have to listen to the radio ever. There's an aux cord that you can plug in to your phone.
Yeah.
Through your car when you're driving and listen to what you want to listen to. Create your own radio space at this point. You can do it now. We're not in the olden days anymore where you have to rely on what DJ Cosmic Kev or whatever is playing. Like that's my answer to that. Like I'm tired of fighting that fight. Like,
we don't have to appease radio anymore. I think we get people hot enough on our own, and then it just makes it to radio because everybody else listened to it. Everybody else streamed it and made it popular.
Right. Yeah. So then it's hot because of the people.
Yeah. The people make radio now. Well, no, I can't even say that. The people make people famous, and then whatever's popular enough will make it to the radio.
Don't make it to the radio. It's just that I do understand that. Well, go ahead.
I said because labels still pay radio to get songs on there. That never stopped.
I think I understand the mindsets of artists though that do still want to make it to the radio people that want to, because it's like at the end of the day, like you are still trying to be in that conversation by these radio DJs and stuff like that. And if you do that type of hip hop and you want to compete with the kids that are doing the new music, it's like still want to be able to like you want to be that person that can bring this back and be out what's new today. But like, dang, like they really
you're muffled.
You're muffled again.
Like, but oh shoot, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. You still want to be able to like be in that conversation or be in that rotation or be the person that's like, all right, came back with the real bars and the real hip hop, and I'm still here, and they still playing me on the radio. But like, I think in that like with that mindset, I think that that's what I think that's the mindset that they have. Like, that's what they're trying to do. They still trying to be relevant. But like you said, you got so many things that we could do now that it's like, yo, you might as well just, like, if I was an artist, from an outside, I could say this. If I was an artist and I made that kind of hip hop and I was in a mix with like the Lil Uzis and everybody that's making music now, I probably would have to just face it. Like, all right, I have to just not make the radio such a big thing in my head. Like, I probably would have to sadly like rely on my cult following. I mean, my friends, social media, to just take it to a new level and then make me, the center of attention right now, so they will play me on the radio. Like, I probably can't make it like a goal. So like, let me make the radio. So I'm gonna try to hit up all these radio DJs. I'm gonna be like, nah, let me put this up here, promo on whatever I got a promo on, so then the people can make me hot. So then I can be played on there. So then I ain't even really have to talk to no DJ or try to beg them to, pay them to play my stuff.
Pretty much.
You're speaking more to the artist perspective. Yeah. I'm speaking more to the listener's perspective. Like,
but y'all both said valid things, though.
Yeah, like, I'm done complaining about that. Like, because it's a fight that I can't win. Because I'm just I love Doja Cat. Like, everybody knows, you don't really hear her stuff on the radio, but I'm not mad because I got my phone. Yeah, and she's popular. So, did y'all hear? Oh, we're wrapping up. Never mind.
What? Well, we got one more question, but before I get to that, what are you about to say?
No, it's not important. I was just saying, they were saying that Cardi B unfollowed Doja Cat on social media, and a source claimed that Cardi B is jealous because Doja Cat took her spot as the number 2 most streamed female rap artist on Spotify.
Wow, what?
Well, I don't know.
Just drop Cardi. All you already got to do is drop. She could beat that again.
You feel like Cardi getting cold?
If Cardi's getting cold, it's her own fault. Where's she at? Like, she's overdue for another project or another single or something.
Yeah,
and if she is, I'm disappointed because Cardi was definitely not. She wasn't showing me that she was gonna turn into somebody like that. But if that's the reason, that's corny. I'm disappointed. I like the way Cardi was going. I like the way Cardi was handling situations. But if this is
I don't know if that's really true or not. But if that's true, then that's really a shame.
Yeah, it is. That ain't a good look.
Nah. Yeah, that's not a good look at all. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go to the next question.
No, you good. This is it. This is the last question. Audio Burns, back again.
Hey, Audio.
He said, what's each one of y'all's favorite moment ever in hip hop that you could think of? That's hard for me. I gotta really think my favorite moment
in hip hop, or like song, like verse, or is it like a verse or like
a moment.
Award show?
I don't think it's a verse. I think he would have said verse.
Oh.
But I mean, unless that verse was a moment, was a big deal.
One of my favorites was definitely when Joe Budden and Migos were about to fight at the red carpet. BT.
That is a funny moment.
I could watch that over and over and over again.
I think I got 2 moments.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, that's a very hard question.
Favorite hip hop moments.
It had to be.
I know
2 people joining this, like somebody surprising somebody on stage or something. Like, it has to be something like that happened that I can't think of.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorites, and I don't want to say it's my number one, was when Black Republicans came off.
Yo, you took one of mine.
Yeah, because when Jay-Z and Nas got cool and Black Republicans came out, yeah, I was hyped. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, that's what's up.
I was gonna say one led to another. Like, when they was beefing and Takeover came, that whole Blueprint Stillmatic time.
Yeah.
Blueprint dropped, and first of all, that was a crazy moment in itself. But Blueprint dropped, and he had Takeover. Then when Nas dropped Ether, I'll never forget. I think I was on the bus going to school. Like I was at my Discman. I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out the window. I'm listening to Ether. And I'm just like, yo. Whatever people's opinion is on Ether, I know people always like still to this day talk about what's better. I'm not even here to discuss that. I'm just here to discuss
Ether was better.
I'm just here to discuss the moment, how tense the moment, like the game was at the time. I was like, this is crazy.
It was wild. Honestly, go ahead. But what?
When I said that to say, like you said, Black Republican came out. When Hove had that concert and brought Nas out, and they just stood there side by side on stage, I was in my apartment, and I was streaming the concert on my TV, and he brought Nas out, and they just stood there. They didn't even say anything, and everybody was going crazy. That is in my top 3 moments of hip-hop ever. Just the feeling of that, just seeing it after everything that happened was like, yo, this shit is
you don't
crazy.
Even know what's about to happen.
I didn't even know what was about to happen. I didn't know what to say. I was like, what are they about to do?
Wow, I want to watch it on YouTube now.
Mm-hmm. I think I do know my number one. But my number one was a whole like it wasn't one moment. It was just a whole time. But honestly, I think it was just a period of time where 50 was beefing with Ja Rule, yo. I'm dead up. Like
a lot of good music came from that time.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, I think it was just because at the time, like, I even want to say, like, even when 50 was just hot, like, from his album through everything where he had beef with Ja Rule, like that whole, all the back and forth, everything, all the diss tracks that came from that, all the, like, the albums and the, everything, that whole G-Unit, like, versus Murder Inc. thing was just, like, I loved it, yo. Like, I couldn't get enough of it. Like, I honestly wanted it to keep going. Like, yo, please hate each other forever so we can keep doing the music. But
they do hate each other. Still.
But, I mean, yeah, they do. Well, at least 50 hates him still or whatever. He's just playing with him at this point. But it's, I think I had to say that time. I don't know one moment. But if I had to choose a particular moment, yeah, I'd probably say the Jay-Z and Nas coming back together. That was dope for me.
I like waking up. I like waking up to back to back being dropped.
Yo, I thought about that one too. That morning was crazy.
That was I was crip walking around my hotel room.
And I still remember. I ain't gonna lie. One of my favorite moments in recent years was Drake and Meek getting cool again. When Drake and Meek got cool, I was so happy, yo. Like, I was like hype. I think I just went to the movies, and then when I got out the movies and got in my car and I looked, and then they showed them bring them out on stage and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, that's what's up. I don't know. I think I just wanted them to. I was just ready for them to be cool.
I don't know if I cared at that point. Too much time had passed. I'm like, okay, we already knew that was happening.
I was curious to see what they was going to do together again, but then again, it was like at that point, it was. I mean, now looking at it, it's like, all right, they don't really make
great music together.
They don't.
Not monumental, like, just stay separate. Just be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Be cool.
That's a lot of good moments, man. I liked Jay-Z's retirement with quote unquote with Black Album. He went out so well. And that's one of the best Jay-Z albums. And he just went out so on top of the game. It was a beautiful moment. I was like, that is how you retire. And then he came right back. He came right back with an album that wasn't nearly as good.
Yeah, like, no, you should have stayed there.
Yeah.
You should have stayed there, dog.
Yo, I remember, like, I was sad that he was going, but I was like, but this is how you do it. This is crazy. With Encore, what more can I say? And, like, I was like, he went out so good.
Yo.
If he would have stopped right there and we never heard another Jay-Z verse again, I'd be like, damn, but I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at him.
No, you really can't, yo.
This is smaller than this is smaller than the rest of those stories. It's not as big, but I really did enjoy when Nicki Minaj first did her freestyle in the BET Cypher or one of the hip hop awards. I just got excited for female rap. I'm like, back. Like, I just got.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
At least for somebody that's a female to be excited about. Like, that's what's up, because they don't come out all the time.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're not, like, huge like she was.
Because she was just different. Like, she was, like, quirky and, like, animated. But, like, still, she looked regular at the time. Like, she was, like, pretty.
Yeah.
So I was excited. And, like, it was just all these guys standing around her. And I just felt like she killed it the most. I don't know. I was, like, proud.
It was a big moment. I liked when Rockefeller went up to Hot 97 and was dissing Nas and Locks. And that whole... Oh, I used to listen back to them Hot 97 freestyles over and over and over. They was all coming at him. Yo, Freeway was dissing. He was like, tell Kiss better leave it alone. Tell Nas better leave it alone. I was like, yo, that shit was crazy.
Too,
that's beautiful.
Saying the names and everything.
Beans went in. They all was going in.
Y'all making me want to go on YouTube.
Yo, classic moments, man. Classic tracks.
They up there.
Oh, you know what? One of my favorite moments. Also, and he said pick one. It's too many moments, man. Like,
come on.
We could make a whole episode out of the moments. Like, I remember when Slaughterhouse got signed to Shady, I was hyped. Yeah. Because people who know me know M and Joe are my favorite rappers. And for people who are like younger listening, this was like Joe was a rapper at one point. This Media Joe came from somewhere. But when Button, because I got to see my two favorites next to each other, I was like, I can't wait for what comes out of this. Clearly, that didn't last. And I'm mad. Like, and the fan in me is mad.
Thing. Like, Slaughterhouse is a beautiful, beautiful thing to me. Like, that, because they're just 4 dope MCs. It was perfect. It was like a match made in heaven.
And they put out the XXL cover, and it was all of them, and Eminem was behind them. I was like, yo, I wanted to frame that cover.
Yo. And it's crazy because you don't know if it's going to be like anything like that ever again. But the world didn't take it like it was supposed to be taken, in my opinion.
I agree.
I feel like Griselda's our second chance at that a little bit.
Yeah, they getting that same kind of momentum.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like, because like those 4 artists, they were like all underrated, but they were still like known.
Mm-hmm.
So like all their underratedness just transformed into this one big monster.
Right.
It's dope. Oh, I'm getting angry because I just wanted it to continue.
Yo, all these moments, man, back when like everything was good, but it was so
life was so simple then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, audience, you got real hip hop heads on your hands.
Dope.
Like, we love it. We love it.
Yo, what was?
Hip hop moments now.
I'm still thinking of that Rockefeller. I'm about to go listen to them Rockefeller Hot 97 freestyles.
Oh yeah, they definitely up there on YouTube. I was watching them doing like last year. But people don't do that now, yo. People don't even go nowhere as groups no more than rap together.
He said, Nas die on the holiday. Kiss die on the holiday. Yo, he was going, Beans was killing them.
Now people just go on live. People just go on Instagram live and just talking to the camera. They don't go to Funk Flex and rap something. They just go back and they have how we have these split screens now. That's what they do. Argue on Instagram live. Real corny.
So wet, man.
Yeah. All right, can we end so I can go on YouTube and watch?
Yeah, we had to end. We already way over time. But hey, just y'all audience, y'all just consider this more content. We owed y'all some content. We late with it, but we here now. Corona held us up. Yeah. But till next time, stay in the house. Stay away from Corona. No more shopping sprees. It's COVID-19 and we're quarantined. No more dough. We can't even leave out our home. Remember that. But have a good weekday, weekend. Can't work out. Can't go to the gym. You can work out in the crib. Anyway,
COVID-19 part.
Yeah, do some push-ups. Stay away from the outside world. Hopefully we get back out there soon. Stay safe, wash your hands. And that's about it. For the Aux Court, I'm Ant.
I'm Jasmine.
Hey, yo.
And you are Unplugged. We'll see you next time. Your next listen will probably sound like this again till they let us outdoors again.
Yeah, right.
But we ain't gonna stop giving y'all content either way. Follow us Aux Court Cast on Twitter, Aux Court Cast on Instagram, Aux Court on Facebook, and Aux Court on anywhere you can find podcasts. We on there. And I'm good. Y'all got anything else?
Man.
I'm good.
Stay safe. Stay clean.
Yeah, stay safe, guys.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.